What is going on, my friends? Welcome to a beautiful beach chicken fishing episode. Instead of fishing in the water, I thought I'd take my fishing rod and some line and go fishing on land for some chickens. Here's how I'm hopefully going to do that. So I have here my fishing line, and I looped on a swivel and then tied it on so that it can slide up and down really easy. So I have a quick closing loop here, and what I'll do is I'll lay it on the ground, throw some bait around this, and then watch it, and when a chicken comes along, just go whoosh, and hopefully that'll cinch down on his little leg there. That's the idea. Let's take it down to the beach and see if it works. Alright, coming down to the beach here. Let me see if I can find a beach chicken. I don't see any on the beach. I saw some on the beach earlier. I just don't see them now, but usually they hang out in places like this. Hey, chick. Oh, there's a hen, a brown hen, right up ahead. Right up ahead. Dang it, she took off there, but maybe I scared her back down toward the beach. This might be a little harder than I thought. I see a little sandy patch there. I just have to find wherever the trail is. Look at that. Look at all these chicken tracks right here. They've been here. Pretty easy to track a chicken, you know, especially in the sand. Alright, so you know what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen? There's a little private area. This will be perfect because we got folks walking on the beach. You can't see any right now, but they are just walking back and forth. This is a great little walking beach. And so, I'm going to sneak behind here. Yeah, right back here. There's this kind of clearing. I see their little tracks everywhere. I've got everything I need in that backpack. Alright, my friends, I hear them all around me, but they don't really want to come out. So what I'm going to do is set up this camera, and I'm going to scatter some of the bread pieces right around here. Hopefully they smell it. I think they're staying in the bushes away from me, so if I give them a little space, throw the food out, get them comfortable, then I can nab one. Alright, there we go, guys. I got the loop set with bread all around it, and then my fishing pole right here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to stand farther away. All the way over here, and that way I can pick up the fishing rod when I need to and set the hook. If you've seen my chicken catch and cook from a year ago, I did snare one using this method, so I was confident it would work. Alright, so I'm laying down here right now because they can't see me. Plus, I'm in the shade. Plus, I can just grab my fishing rod and set the hook when I need to. And I have a direct line of sight, but I'm still behind the bushes. So this has turned into more of a hunt than I expected, because these chickens they're a little more cautious than other chickens I've pursued before. So check this out. A rat comes out of the bushes and grabs a piece of bread and then comes back for more. Where I was sitting, I was right behind those bushes, so I would be able to see a chicken walking, but I did not see this busy little rat stealing my bait. And I think it's actually multiple rats stealing perfectly good bread, and at one point I did get a little tired of watching for the chickens. This went on for a little while, and the whole time though I was relaxing in the shade, the rats were very busy coming back and forth, taking all my bait. And as you can see from the time lapse here, a lot of time went by and they just kept pillaging one piece at a time. I didn't know there were this many rats on the beach. Did you guys? I had no idea, when I threw my stuff down right by the grasses, that they could come out and, get in your backpack or whatever. And I was trying to kill time by building a little sandcastle here. I had no idea they were so busy. From where I was at, I could not see them. So eventually I was like, you know what? I'm going to get up. I'm going to take a walk on the beach again, see if I can find some chickens just walking around. And as soon as I got up and left, this chicken came out and stood right where I wanted her to stand. But I'm down the beach a ways looking for him. Alright guys, so I just got done with a walk on the beach, and right when I walk away, I see one over there now. Yeah, and it's a hen. Oh, she's kind of skinny. It's a brown hen, which is what I love. And she walks away. Boy, they are skittish, man. Alright, I gotta go back down and lay down in my spot. They're all around me. I need some camouflage for chickens. So I did actually go back to the condo and change into some camouflage. And of course, while I was away, a rat came and took the piece of bread. All right, folks, I came back. Look, I've got this green shirt on and these kind of camo. Yeah, they're kind of camo shorts, swim shorts. So I'm just gonna lay here as quietly as possible. I have about an hour before sunset, and hopefully one of them gets bold enough to walk out there. I think me being quiet and camoed is gonna help though. Whether or not the camouflage worked, I'm not sure, but this chicken did finally come out, and it got close to the loop, and it was nibbling on the bread, or what was left of the bread, what the rats didn't eat. And I waited for it to get close to the loop, but it never did. In fact, it sees me and thinks something is up and walks off. And I knew they were all around me, and in fact, one of them pops out of the bushes right behind me. I could see them as I was laying there. Sometimes they would peer at me out of the bushes, but they never would go for the bread or the loop. And of course, every time I rebaited it, like I have my last little bit of bread here, the rats just came out and took the bait, which by this time I'd figured out. Look at him, he grabs a whole big chunk of bread. I don't know, guys. I might have to try tomorrow. It was interesting. Maybe if I wake up early in the morning before a bunch of people get here, maybe that's the ticket. And I can catch a chicken on the actual beach. That's my plan. See you guys tomorrow. As I considered what to do, I decided to completely change my plans and try something different to catch these. Alright, my friends, check it out. Went to the store and bought a chicken trap. Since I obviously can't hunt them very well, or they are just outsmarting me. So let's set this up. So it's very simple. It's just a trap door concept where if something comes inside, the door falls. And to set it, there's just a little hook. And that's all there is to it. And then what happens is when a chicken walks in, all he has to do is step on this part right here, and the door will close. You'll see how it works. So I'm gonna use up the rest of the bread, and in fact, I'm gonna throw it in the back there so they can see it. Sprinkle a few pieces on the outside. I'm gonna sprinkle some right at the entrance here to get them coming in. The GoPros are set, the trap is set, and the bait is out. Let's leave and let's see if I can fool them with the trap. All right, I do the sign off, and I want you guys to notice how quickly the chicken comes out to find the food. Like, she was waiting in the bushes, probably saw me set the whole thing, and then came out. They're not dumb. And she knocks over the GoPro. I don't know if that was on purpose, you know, she's trying to cover up the evidence that she was there. I put some almonds in the trap in addition to the bread because one of the people who gave me the idea of a chicken trap was a local that I met named Giovanni. We kind of became friends, and he had a chicken trap out. And in his, I actually dropped a few almonds that I happened to be munching on in the trap, and we set up a trail camera on it. This is all just for fun. And a rooster actually got in his trap and ate all of the almonds. So I knew that the chickens liked them, so I thought maybe I'll throw a few in and that'll get them to come inside. And sure enough, she came inside. And then check out the little lizard that comes as well. Does a lizard like bread or almonds? I learned later that yes, the lizard would come out and eat some of the stuff. I'll show you that later. But right now he's on the outside of the trap, kind of looking at the chicken, and she's so close. Look, her toes are on the trap step. She just needs to push on it a little more. And then check this out. There's a stare down between the hen and the lizard here. I've never seen that before. Boy, she is giving him the stink eye. Those two must have history. And chickens eat lizards, if I'm not mistaken. So she's gobbling up the bread. She's so close, and then she walks out and doesn't eat any of the almonds. She ate all of the bread, but none of the almonds, and never set off the trap. What on earth has been going on back here? Why is the GoPro... Oh, look, tracks. What? The bread is gone. How? What? What? So I rebaited the trap, and as soon as I walked away, another chicken comes out. I mean, they are watching me from the bushes. They see everything I'm doing. They're craftier than I gave them credit for. But she got kind of spooked by a big rooster who came around, and then he started eating up all the bread on the outside of the trap, and he was being watched by a lizard that came over and watched from a distance, which was a good idea because I'm pretty sure that roosters eat lizards. And he got a little bolder and came closer. But bro, I wouldn't do that. Yeah. I'd watch out. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're all used to kind of living together in the bushes there. That lizard has probably eluded quite a few chickens in his time. I made a tactical error though, folks. I realized it as time went on. I was putting too much food on the outside of the trap, so they weren't making a beeline in. They were kind of content to be on the outside of it. I also put food all the way on the inside back of the trap so that they had to walk on the steps so that it would close. And that worked better, as you can see here. The rooster actually got in the trap. These are all the things you just kind of have to learn first time doing something. I also faced it slightly uphill, and that helped. Bam! Got my first chicken trapped ever. And it was funny how he's like, well, I'm just gonna eat this food. Or maybe he didn't even notice. I think I got one. I got one, folks. It's a miracle. I got me a chicken. Hallelujah. Wait. I don't want to eat a rooster. It's a rooster. Dude. Oh. He's like, what the hey is going on? Oh, bro. Are you kidding me? My friends, you can't eat roosters. Well, you can eat roosters, actually. You totally can. But roosters are really tough meat. I think I'm going to let him go. I need a hen. I need a hen. Here you go, my friend. You're free. You are almost... Just a second. Now go get your girl. Go get your girlfriend. Let's reset and try again. At least he got to eat a lot. So I reset everything. I felt like I had a winning formula, but then this hen just strolls on by. And then a little while later, I think it's the same rooster. Comes right back. Don't you dare, dude. Don't you dare. Oh, he dared. You know, he's like, you let me go earlier, so I'll just walk in here, eat my fill, and I know you're gonna release me. Dude, get out of my trap. Now get out. Goodness. I love how even though they're trapped, they eat everything still. They got their priorities. They're like, well, while I'm in here. So I reset the trap, and toward the evening time, 3 rats found it. Might be the 3 blind mice, you know. They started nibbling everything they could, and they eventually made their way inside. But then, watch this. One of them gets suspicious, and he's like, guys, I'm out. I don't know about you, but I'm out. And then one of them starts to walk up on the step, and bam, I got 2 rats. Or maybe I don't. So you guys know that theory, or that thing that people say where if like a rat's head can get in an opening, it can get the rest of its body through? That must be true, because those are tiny triangular openings, and both of them get out. Look at that. Wow. So I can't remember what exactly is said about them. I think it's like they can fit through any hole the size of a quarter or bigger, or I think it's wherever their head can go, the rest of their body can follow. And that must be true. And I was really confused at this point because the trap had closed, but most of the bait was still in there, but I had no animal. So I decided to come out the next morning, give it one last try. And this time I was armed with proper trapper's knowledge, and I just put a few scraps around, just enough to get the animals interested. In my defense, I did think that you needed a lot of bait to get kind of the smell out there. But look how easily the chicken walks in when you just use a little bit of bait. Bam! Finally got a nice hen. Exactly the one that I wanted. And it's funny how she doesn't even notice. She ate the rest of the food, and then when she turns around, she's like, whoa, what happened? What's going on? And I thought this was funny. A lizard comes out. He's like, yeah, you're not so big now, are you? Yeah, I think these two have history. There was a chip that the chicken missed, a barbecue potato chip, and the lizard starts eating on it. I don't know if that was out of spite, just to rub it in the chicken's face, but lizards eating barbecue potato chips was a new one on me.
Success! Yes! I got the elusive chicken. There we go, folks.
Well, my friends, it finally happened, and I got the one I wanted. Now I can't let her escape. This might be harder than I think. Whew. All right, my friends, the chicken is dead. One quick cut of the cleaver, and it was lights out. No matter how many times I do that, I still hate that part of the process. I love the whole part of catching my own food and cooking it up, except that part. No matter how many times I do it, I always hate it. Anyway, the chicken is dead. Let's process it up. All right, my friends, as I was going around, I saw this board just laying on the beach, and I thought this could, even though it's narrow, I wish it was wider, but I can use as some sort of a cutting board here. You see, I love this spot because I can be out of sight of all the people. The beach is starting to get busy. There we go, about an 18-inch hole. I'm gonna throw, I'll show you what I'm gonna do here. Brought a plastic bag out here originally to put the feathers and stuff in, but I think I'm actually just gonna bury it. That would be easier than trying to stick feathers in a bag. It's very easy plucking a chicken. For some reason in my mind, before I started doing this, it was like a big task. And no, the feathers pull right off. I wonder if this was a younger chicken. It has quite a few of these littler pin feathers. I don't know. All right, most of the feathers gone. Now let's cut it open here. Let's see. Look at that spot on it, it's all bulging out there. Wonder what that is. Wonder if I should probably cut that away. I've never seen that. Is that its? Oh, that's its. What do you call that? You guys know what I'm talking about. Look, it's so full of food. Look at all the grasses and stuff. And is that just bread? That's bread. Guys, that's literally the bread I've been feeding it the last couple of days. In its caw, or whatever, what is that called? The crow? Yeah, that's literally bread and chips. And it looks like some grasses too, it's just been straight up eating grasses. That is crazy. I've never seen that. This chicken was gorging itself. I'm gonna throw that in the hole. Now there's a way to clean them where if you're careful, you don't have anything spill out, if you know what I'm saying. You gotta lay the chicken open, cut all the way down. And then if I grab it by the throat, yeah, it all comes out. Well, most of it does. Yeah, with no blood. Wow. There we go, throw that in the hole. There we go, almost all of it came out. I don't know why this little part missed, but there you go. Whew, it stinks, man. Oh, that's because there's some poo back here. I gotta cut the back end off, if you know what I mean. Then you just cut the wing tips off. Somewhere, there we go, right at that spot. Oops, don't get in the sand. And then cut that wing tip off. And then cut the feet off. Chicken's feet. It's nice how there's like no blood or anything. That's amazing. And there we go, my friends, a cleaned chicken. Just have to rinse it off real good. All right, let's get our scrawny. It's kind of a scrawny chicken, I admit. But get her out on the cutting board here. I cleaned her up as best as possible. First thing I got to do is cut off the neck here. Apparently the neck is just no good. And we'll throw that to, oh, stuck to my glove. There, throw that to the side. I'm going to cut this up into chunks because we are going to make fried chicken, ladies and gentlemen. What I need to do here is find the knuckle. There we go, that was perfect. Look how small, though, that drumstick is. I mean, yeah, it's a little wider than your finger.
Okay, so what I would do when I was in the cafeteria business, we would just take a whole chicken like this and you just lay it on its back, kind of, yeah.
Like
and,
that?
Yeah, you can do it that way, and you want to cleave it right down the center, or you can flip it over if that's, yeah, and just cleave it, but you, yeah,
Like,
there you go. There
I'll
you
try
go.
this way.
Okay.
Oops. I'm no chef, guys. Was that
Yeah,
right?
that works.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. See, now you have a breast on one side, you have your leg and your thigh. And,
Okay.
You know.
Right at the joint. Yeah, thank you, Pops. And they're right there, correct?
You know, that looks. Yeah. There you go. There you go. That's
Right there?
Yep.
It's hard to tell. I mean, really, the chicken is so small. I'm having a hard time knowing where to.
Yeah.
I don't recognize the pieces because they're not big and plump.
There you go, man.
There we go, my friends. Little drumsticks and press. 2 little wings, 2 thighs. All
I'll
right.
tell you what, for your first time, that's not too bad.
Yeah, this is actually my second time. You
Well,
weren't there on the first one.
that's right.
Yeah, you saw
That's
it, but
right.
yeah, this is it's the second time I picked a chicken.
This is my favorite part.
Why? It's the humidity. It's the tropics. It always
Whatever.
happens in the tropics.
Smells
this
like
thing
singed.
has always been like I've had the same camp burner since the start of my YouTube channel. In like 2017, when I first started doing Catch and Cook, started my channel in 2016. Started doing Catch and Cooks in 2017, and I've had the same one, and it's been a good one, but it flames up. All right, so shout out to my mom for helping me with this, who's made a ton of fried chicken, and she said if you want them nice and crispy, she said first roll them in the flour, and then put them in the egg wash. I still can't believe how small these legs are. And then she said back in the flour and kind of press it on there real good. There's gonna be more breading than chicken. So got them, and then she said set them off to this side to let them rest. And yeah, so I'll do that and do that with all of these pieces. And also shout out to my mom for look at those wings. Like I can just tell there's a bunch of flour on there. Also shout out to my mom for she mixed up this beautiful. Oops, I did it in the wrong order. It's supposed to be in there first. Gosh, can't talk and cook at the same time. Anyway, she mixed the flour. Thank you. And she made her special fried chicken recipe there. So this is fun. I mean, it would already be fun frying up chicken from the store because I love frying stuff. But to catch my own, it's very just gratifying. There's something about it, man. All right, so the oil should be hot enough now. I'm going to start with the first pieces, the little tiny drumsticks. I'm just going to drop them right in there. They're going to cook very quickly. Yeah, they're so small. We actually have room for a wing. Actually, no. I'm just going to leave that there. We'll cook 2 pieces, 2, 2, and 2, all the pieces of the chicken. Hang tight. Alrighty. Wow. Look at that. Golden brown. Excellent. Double crisp. Sweet.
Wow. That looks really good.
Excellent. Alright.
Wow.
Last 2 pieces. Oh, look at that. Colonel Sanders couldn't have done any better.
That's about the size that old Colonel Sanders is serving up now, too.
Yeah, it's gotten way smaller. Chicken portions have shrunk across the nation recently. Whoa, almost tipped the hole.
Oh, I
Guys
missed
almost
that.
witnessed disaster. We are good. Oh man, a little barbecue
Wow.
sauce on the side. Wild chicken,
goodness.
fried chicken dinner.
I love it.
Yeah, I'll let you hold it. Excellent.
Oh my goodness.
Should we pray real quick?
Yes, we should.
You want to pray?
Sure. Father in heaven, thank you so much for this time to be together again in this beautiful place. I ask you to bless this food to our bodies. Thank you for the bountiful harvest that you provide for us daily. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen.
All right, I'm going to try a little wing
Yeah.
or a leg.
The
Really.
little legs. We
Bon
don't
appetit.
Cheers. A little tough, but not
Rather
as tough
chewy.
as I thought.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was prepared,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not. I mean, it's not that super soft chicken
Kind
that
of
you get.
like the KFC and the stuff they cook like that. It's pressure cooked too. Pressure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, however they do that, and that softens it up. So it's definitely a little tougher,
Mhm.
but the flavor's good.
There you go. Really quick to eat.
All right,
That was delicious. Shall we try like some white meat now?
sure. You know, let's each take a bit off of one.
Yeah, that sounds good. That
Yeah.
sounds good. Chicken breast. I'm gonna dip it in
Yeah, I think
barbecue.
I'm gonna dip mine too. Ooh, that's hot.
You know, as far as
Oh.
chewiness goes, everybody talks all the time that wild chickens are tough. That's not tough,
No,
hardly
not
at
at
all.
all. No,
There
that's
is
surprising.
maybe a slight difference between that and like a KFC or Popeye's chicken, but like
No,
that's not bad.
You want some more there?
Sure. In fact, you guys can just see like how stringy, how white. Like that is so good. Wow, wild chicken is. This,
I'm gonna-
these ones are great. This one's wonderful.
I'm gonna try some of your first cast seasoning a little bit here.
The best seasoning in the world.
The best. I've heard it's good on chicken, so.
Worldwide, people say it's the best.
Oh yeah, that definitely.
Guys, my
Adds
first
another
cast,
element.
my first cast seasoning is wonderful on fish and chicken, especially. A lot of other things. In fact, I had Gerald Swindle told me that it's great on deer. He tried on some venison.
Really? Well, that's
Yes, and actually sent me a picture of it. And so he says great on deer. I personally haven't tried that, but my personal favorite is chicken and any kind of fish. Last one to try a wing. I'm going to dip it in the old barbecue.
Cool. Yeah.
Let's see if this is tough. I don't know if this chicken does much flying.
It hasn't been tough so far. I mean, not like I thought it would be.
The wing is good.
That's amazing.
Guys,
Just
this,
like I'm eating wings at a restaurant.
this is just as good, just as tender as any restaurant chicken. That shocks the heck out of me. Because all you hear is people rag on wild chickens about how tough they are. And this one in particular is not tough. It's been living the good life on the beach.
On
you
the
know?
beach, I mean, yeah.
Chilling. She's had no reason, not many predators.
No
not-
stress.
Yeah, no stress, not many reasons to run around. Fabulous chicken. Wow. Well, my friends, thank you so much for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Keep getting out there, keep trying new things, leveling up in real life. We'll see you in the next one.